The Sacramento Kings shocked the league last season, going from 12th in the West in 2022 to 3rd last year. It was the end of a 17-year playoff drought for Sacramento, and they took the reigning champion Warriors to 7 games before ultimately going down. It was a fun season, headlined by the Kings lighting a beam into the sky after every win, which got them the nickname the Beam Team. Their surprising season was led by their all-star pick-and-roll duo, the Fox and the Ox. All-Star and Clutch Player of the Year De'Aaron Fox ran the point, while All-Star and the light version of Nikola Jokic, Domantas Sabonis, ran the center spot. It was Sabonis' first full season with the team, and the now 3-time All-Star was clearly a huge factor in their improvement. They can also thank Coach of the Year Mike Brown, who was also in his first season, as well as rookie Keegan Murray, who broke the record for most threes ever made by a first-year player. But despite their success and great story, many have been out to discredit it, claiming they were only the 3rd seed because they had luck with injuries, meaning they didn't really have any. On top of that, when you see people predicting the West for next season, most don't have Sacramento in the top half. Now they're out to prove that they weren't a one-year wonder. They've added 2 players this offseason, wing Chris Duarte from the Pacers, and last year's Euroleague MVP Sasha Vezenkov, while keeping the core intact. With last year's starters, the 2 newcomers, as well as Malik and Davion Mitchell, the team now has a really impressive top 9 they can use throughout the regular season and playoffs. The Sacramento Kings are going to be even better next season. Now let's take a deeper look at why. Before we get into year 2 of the Beam Team, if you enjoy my content and watch a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watch me before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. The Sacramento Kings win total for next season on FanDuel is set at 44.5 games, despite them winning 48 just last season. Those are only the 8th best odds in the Western Conference. They finished 3rd last year. So you may be thinking to yourself, did the Kings lose a really important piece? Is there a new coach? Are they too old? No, no, and no. The core is back for next season, the reigning Coach of the Year is returning, and the team is one of the younger teams in the league. Everything about the Kings points towards growth and improvement. They'll have more time to really perfect Coach Brown's system. Fox and Sabonis are just hitting their primes. Keegan Murray is in line for a second-year jump. And if anything, the team got better this offseason with the additions of Sasha Vezenkov and Chris Duarte. So what could explain this? Did all the teams that jumped them from last season to this year's win totals get dramatically better? Let's run through a few of them. The Nuggets and Grizzlies were ahead of them last season, so that's somewhat fair, but Grizzlies star Ja Morant is set to miss 25 games with a suspension. The Suns added Bradley Beal to give them a legit big 3 of stars. That one feels fair. The Lakers add to their group that made the Western Conference Finals last season. Okay, but the Warriors absolutely did not improve. I'm sorry, but 38-year-old Chris Paul is not an upgrade over Jordan Poole, and Dante DiVincenzo left for nothing. The Clippers are listed as higher despite Kawhi having an off-season surgery and potentially missing the start of the year. Their 2 best players are always injured, and they lost Eric Gordon this summer. And the Mavs are set at the same win total, despite the team absolutely breaking apart after last year's trade deadline and missing the play-in tournament altogether. So if you want to say that the Nuggets, Suns, and Lakers are fair, that's fine. But realistically, the Kings should be being predicted as the 4th best team in the West next season at absolute worst, but I think they could finish higher. Let's take a look at why. De'Aaron Fox had an absolute breakout season last year, making his first All-Star game, 3rd team All-NBA, and winning Clutch Player of the Year. He averaged 25 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds per game, while shooting 51% from the field. At age 25, he should continue to get better and improve next season. Domantas Sabonis may well have been even more crucial to their success. He made his 3rd All-Star team last season, as well as making 3rd team All-NBA. He averaged 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists on 62, 37, 74 shooting splits. His dribble handoffs and passing get other players easy looks and helps to generate their high-scoring offense. He's also just 27 years old and hitting the beginning of his prime. Keegan Murray broke the record for most threes by a rookie last season, and after averaging 35 points per game in this year's Summer League, he looks primed for a larger role offensively. Kevin Huerter put up a career-high 15 points a night last year and shot 40% from three. He is the perfect player to pair with Sabonis in the DHO actions. Malik Monk had a couple of huge playoff games and could be in the Sixth Man of the Year race next season. Harrison Barnes returned in free agency and should continue to be the stabilizing, reliable presence he always is on both ends of the floor. Then their two additions, Duarte and Vezenkov, should be impact contributors immediately. Finally, Davion Mitchell will continue to clamp up the other team's best guards and wings. The Kings are stacked with young, improving talent. They have one of the best coaches in the league, and they will continue to build on the chemistry they began last season thanks to retaining their core. The Sacramento Kings are being doubted right now, but they'll be even better next season than they were this year. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.